What's good YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. JD here with yet another video for you guys. Atlanta-based boutique A Ma Maniere has given us some really strong collabs in the past. Most recently, that A Ma Maniere Jordan 3, which a lot of people are saying is the sneaker of the year so far. Even going further back into their history, they gave us one of the cleanest Ultra Boosts of all time. And now Jordan Brand has assigned A Ma Maniere with their most popular sneaker silhouette. Of course, we're talking about the ones. And what can I say? They did it again. I will be reviewing the Jordan 1 A Ma Maniere. So what's good, fam? To all my long-term viewers, welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time here, my name is Josh. I do sneaker reviews and other types of sneaker content. If you are into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'm dropping at least 3 videos a week. So in this video, I will be breaking down these shoes. I'll be breaking down the different materials, the different luxury materials used on the shoe. It's very different than a normal Jordan 1. Of course, we'll get into quality, sizing. We'll also have a look at the resale prices, and I'll tell you whether or not these are worth it. And as always, I will be giving you guys that on-feet look, so make sure you stick around until the end of this video. So the Jordan 1 A Ma Maniere. So I've been personally waiting on this sneaker for quite a long time. Ever since I first saw pictures of this shoe, I just thought it was just one of the cleanest ones I've seen in a long time. And I gotta say, guys, A Ma Maniere really one-upped themselves with this collab. We already had an amazing collab with the 3s, but this one in hand, just incredible. Let's get into it. Let's start off with the box. We get this custom box. The Nike logo is done in that deep burgundy color that you see on the shoe. And you also get this additional plastic sleeve that has the A Ma Maniere logo on it. I saw some really beautiful pictures on Instagram. Shout out to Cran. He used this box to create a really nice sunlight effect on the shoe, which I thought looked amazing. And getting into the sneakers, we have this all over sail colored upper, and it's done in a very different material. We're getting some cracked leather here. We've already seen this type of leather used on a different Jordan model this year. Earlier this year, we saw the Jordan 4 Taupe Haze, which also featured that same cracked leather done in that olive color. James Whitner himself said that when they were first developing the shoe, it was originally supposed to be tumble leather, but he just wasn't satisfied with how it looked. Nowadays, people want their sneakers to look a bit used, look a bit vintage. That kind of look has gotten really popular. And that is one of the main reasons why James Whitner decided to switch up the tumble leather, give it that crack leather, which I think definitely gives the shoe much more of a vintage vibe. And I will say, this cracked leather, it's definitely cracking. When I first took these shoes out the box, I was wearing like an all over black jacket. And then I looked at my jacket and it was literally covered in, it looked like white dust. Yeah, just something you want to watch out for. The tongue of the sneaker is also made in that cracked leather, and you do see the A Ma Maniere logo there on the label. And this leather, I gotta say, it's definitely some pretty nice quality. The sneaker feels like it's already been worn in. For Jordan 1s, normally for me, they are pretty uncomfortable on the first few wears. It takes some time for the leather to get worn in. However, these just fit so nice. Some nice soft leather used on the shoe here, which is something I definitely appreciated. The other color on this shoe is this deep burgundy color. In pictures, I thought it was like a dark brown, but it's more of like a very dark maroon color. And I love what they did here. They added this kind of snakeskin look on the tongue as well as the back heel. It just adds a bit more texture to the shoe. Otherwise, I feel like this would have been just a very GR looking colorway. The cracked leather and this snakeskin look, I think, does a lot to make the shoe really stand out. But what really sets the shoe apart, guys, is the luxury vibes. I'm talking about this quilted leather inner lining. This is just so nice, man. I wish every Jordan model had this. I would literally only wear Jordans if that were the case. You do get these waxed laces with these silver tips, definitely some luxury looking laces. And you get 2 pairs, a burgundy color and also these nice sail laces. And I honestly cannot decide what looks better on this shoe. Normally, I would have said the sail laces. However, there is one slight thing that bugs me about these laces, and that is that the colorway doesn't exactly match the midsole. The midsole in pictures, I thought it was a cream midsole, but actually having this in hand, it looks like almost like a light pink color. But the laces, however, are clearly done in this very cream looking color, and it doesn't one-for-one match the midsole, which does bug me a little bit. So I'm actually kind of leaning towards the burgundy laces, but let me know down in the comments which of these two do you guys prefer. The other little detail I love on the shoe has to, of course, be these flaps. They are open. You also have this quote from Michael Jordan written in the flap. What I personally appreciate about these flaps is that when you actually wear these with pants, the flaps being open like that allow your pants to kind of rest on top of the Jordan while not hiding the Wings logo. It just gives you some different options when you're rocking the shoe, and that's what I appreciate. And one more bit of luxury you get with this shoe is this hang tie, which has the A Ma Maniere logo as well as the Wings logo on the back. It's all about the details with this pair, guys. Honestly, one of the nicest Jordan 1s we've had this year, maybe even in the last few years. Getting into sizing on this pair, it fits exactly like every other Jordan 1. If you've never worn a Jordan 1 before, for me, they fit true to size, so it's the same size as pretty much any Nike Air Max sneaker and a half size more than an Air Force One. Let's look at prices on these right now. To be honest, they are not going for as much as I thought they would. I thought that, you know, this model being a Jordan 1 would at the very least resell for more than the 3s that came out earlier this year. However, that doesn't seem to be the case. And in my humble opinion, these prices that these shoes are going for right now make this kind of a steal. This sneaker with this quality, with this colorway, this is the type of shoe that I know is gonna be heavy in my rotation, maybe for the next 5 or 6 years. And if you look at those prices right now and think about, you know, how much use you're gonna get out of this shoe, I actually don't think it's all that much. There's people basically spending thousands of dollars for shoes that are just, you know, in the moment type of sneakers. Meanwhile, these are going for a lot less and you're gonna get way more use out of it. And I also kind of see these being viewed as a classic down the line, so I don't really see the prices on these coming down. I would say right now, most people already have their pairs in hand, so the prices you see right now are probably as low as they're gonna get on this shoe. So go ahead and cop right now. Of course, I've left a StockX link in the description so you guys can do that. Let's wrap this thing up. The A Ma Maniere Jordan 1. What are my final thoughts on this shoe? James Whitner said,
everything that we do with A Ma Maniere is gonna always be timeless, classic, luxury.
And I personally couldn't think of 3 better words to describe the shoe. I'll be honest, I've been kind of growing tired of Jordan 1s because we've been seeing so many colorways drop, high tops, low tops, mids. So I've personally kind of, you know, stopped collecting ones save for very few colorways. This particular shoe, however, just made me fall in love with ones again. It really reminds me why the Jordan 1 is just one of the most timeless silhouettes out there. And I just know I'm gonna be getting a lot of use out of this pair. This sneaker for me is about as must cop as there has been on a sneaker this year. And yes, these are definitely in the sneaker of the year conversation, and for sure, these are a cop. By the way, of course, my annual top 10 sneakers of the year video will be dropping in a couple of weeks. But before that, we're probably gonna be discussing it on my podcast. If you guys haven't already listened to it, I will leave a link in the description. I do a podcast with Fabian Gozla. He is the sneaker editor over at High Snobiety. We drop episodes every couple of weeks. If you guys haven't already listened to him, I will leave links in the description, available Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere you get your podcasts. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow your boy on Instagram as well. I respond to every single DM I get on there, so make sure you follow me at JDKick6. The on-feed portion of the video dropping right now. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.